Alright guys, welcome to the channel for part 3 of our Midnight Suns playthrough. Where we left off was during the combat of the last mission we were on, the mad scientist guy threw some type of technological device mixed with magic at us, and Captain Marvel dove in front of it and seemingly absorbed it and became stronger, at least temporarily. So that was pretty cool. And then after we got back to the Abbey, Nico invited us to have a one-on-one hangout with her to watch a movie of sorts. So we're going to be picking up there. Thank you all for tuning in for this video. I appreciate it. Thank you for leaving all of your likes and comments. It does help out in a massive way. I'm trying to get more eyeballs on what I do, and you guys help out so much with that. I appreciate all your love and support. With that said, let's get started. All right, let's go see what we can get in here real quick before we go anywhere else. Room upgrades, let's see. Oh my god, we can customize our room. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I will likely not mess with this too much unless I figure out that it affects other things at some points. But still kind of cool to see. Let's back up. Is there any more? Oh, we can actually change our appearance here. Not what I want. You can customize the room in other ways too. But it looks like, as far as outfits go, nothing new. All right, that's fine. That is fine. Let's go see what this is about. Oh, it's an actual heart thing. I wonder if this game has romance in it. I'm very curious.
Despite almost getting blown up, it seems you did pretty well out there. Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
Okay, what are your favorites? Join a hangout. Watching a movie. Friendship XP gains.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I won't forget it.
Okay. We got a rare swimsuit and another rare swimsuit. Oh, I think that one's for her. This one's for me. Okay.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
About the Staff of One.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Oh.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of, and not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
We don't talk about Alex.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Yeah, kind of sounds like what's up our main character's road as well. He had to stop his mom from doing some similar things, right?
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
Okay, I should go.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
She's kind of awkward.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
The world is still full of monsters and villains. My mother being the worst of them all.
You forgot heroes. The world is still full of heroes. Though sadly, we're missing one of our best.
Agatha. Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
Agatha's power... How could she be... gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
This looks like a pretty big choice. I'm not sure which one to go with, but I'm gonna go with the first one. I think. We could also say I don't envy your position, but let's go with this.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Okay. Alright, what's this? Balance. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as hunter moves down either path. So it looks like similar to like a Mass Effect Paragon system type idea.
These grounds haven't changed.
Let's follow the dog to the shrine. So I didn't know, like, I don't know how much of this game is canon, but I'm curious, specifically with Wanda. I'm assuming this is kind of like more of like an origin story for her, because I've seen like random clips on the internet and stuff like that of her doing crazy things in the movies. So I'm assuming that this is all stuff that happens, if it's canon, far before all of that. Oh. So, hey. Ghost.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter.
Why, thank you.
Just like your mother's.
No, thank you.
Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride, even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
I've not seen you for a few hundred years. I come back to life, you're dead, and now you're in a ghost form telling me go to the cave that is apparently forbidden in some fashion. Let's do it. Very nice. Hold on, I see glowing stuff over here. What's this? Haven discovered the Dusty Void. There are numerous Haven locations in the Abbey grounds. Once discovered, a Haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with a hero where their friendship rewards are increased. Each Haven can only be used once. Each hero can only attend a single Haven over the course of the game. Okay. Oh shoot, where's that cave? She said just over there. There it is. I was saying, it can't be far if she said just over there. Touch the blood seal.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate. Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
All right, Trial of the Elder Dogs, Oshtur. Open the way to locations barred. Recommend players level 1, current player level 3. Let's begin. What is this? If it's recommending a level, I have to assume there's going to be combat involved.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Oshtur.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
Nah, he's a good boy.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
All right, we got our doggo with us. That's cool. Defeat all enemies to complete the encounter.
As the goddess of balance and order, Oshtur
All right, let's
was
check out
sometimes
these.
called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Okay. Maul. Applies 1 vulnerable, does 18 damage. Only for 1 heroism, too. Howl. Apply 2 marks to each enemy in the area. Marked refunds a card play when KO'd. Interesting. Quick Slash also returns a card play too. So let's start on the right and work our way around. Let's go take you out.
You were too weak for this fight.
And then let's go ahead and howl. Are you howling? Oh, I actually do it in an area. Okay. 2 mark to each enemy in the area here. Okay, I read that wrong. I thought it was going to mark 2 random enemies. We can mark all 5 of these guys.
I'm impressed.
And then we can knock this back into you.
Your mother abandoned
you. We can whip you. Well, we'll go ahead and do this, because then I can use that rock to take out the other one.
Feel my call.
Go ahead and take this, throw it at that guy. And then all we have left is Maul. Apply 1 vulnerable.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Go ahead and just kind of throw that into him. I guess what I could have done is not have used Maul, because I think it was 2 heroism. I could have done that there. Like, I guess I would have ended up with at least 1 left anyway, so it's all right. Okay.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts.
On KO,
Don't
draw a
hesitate
card.
to
Nice.
step.
Draw some
Girl,
cards.
Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Okay, so that's just 1 trial. Apparently all the other gods have their own trials. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. That wasn't so bad at all. That was really fast. The whole marked thing allowed me to just kind of fly through a lot of those enemies because of the return on all my card plays. Oh, now the whole cave is opened up. Entering Ashtor's cavern. Not sure why the game turned my character that way. It looks like if we fall down, we are not getting back up. Sending it. Ashtor's cavern. What's this? The moon seal. Elder artifacts. Place item, the moon seal.
This looks like
Word of power. Ashtor's gift allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the abbey and its grounds, which are locked by magical means.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The 2 of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Man, I really wish Ashtor would break that barrier for me. Oh man. Oh man, what do I have to do to get Ashtor to just break down the barrier? Words of power are magical incantations the hunter can use on the abbey grounds. To use a word of power, hold the space bar. Okay, open. Look at
Ashtor
that.
smiles
Wish
upon
granted. Wish granted. Wait, what's this? I have no arcane keys. Not even sure where to get one. That's a second or a third time I've seen a chest like that too.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the 2 of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
When a ghost asks you to keep the secret with them only. All right, Did we get some sleep finally? Is that a thing we did? Hold on, let's pet the dog.
Good girl, Charlie.
Oh, it's a girl. Charlie's a girl. Okay, my bad. Good girl. I kept saying good boy. My mistake. Good girl. She's fierce on the battlefield, too. Okay, I know that we need to hit the forge.
Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience.
And
Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
okay, great. Good job. See? Oh, I saw some essence over
just
there.
in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
All right, first things first. The skill essence.
We desperately
Second
need
thing
to get
second,
into this crate.
we have forging to do. Gamma coil
Got more coil
analysis.
No problem.
All right, let's see what we
How
got
does this
here.
look?
Forceful knockback with charge, photon beam, and strike.
Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
Let's get something going with strike. Strike is very, very good already because it allows us. Basically, it's like a small enemy. It's a minion clearer. So if we can upgrade that to maybe a third
I'm
chain.
happy to help, Hunter.
If we can upgrade it to maybe a third chain, that could be pretty massive. I'm not sure if it'll allow me to do that, but I'm gonna go check. Where am I? I went too far. Here we go. Let's see. Upgrade abilities.
Ready to work?
You. Strike. Not enough resources. I need more attack essence. And it will chain 3 when we get those resources. That's huge. Okay, that's
got
very
plenty.
nice. I like that a lot. Very cool.
Do your thing.
I like the idea of upgrading the cards. Instead of just going around trying to like find new ones in some way, they just allow you to continue to upgrade what you already have so you get stronger that way. That's pretty cool.
Whatever artifact is inside, it's better off in our hands. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I want you to make something powerful.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite.
All right, study the artifacts.
Just about to
Studying
binge
artifacts
watch my
unlocks more
stories.
powerful research projects at the Forge and generates significant resources for use in ability upgrades and crafting. That's good, because I'm in need of this stuff.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Right.
It's not entirely
We got 20
worthless,
attack essence,
just
27 heroic
not
essence,
especially
23 skill
valuable
essence,
either.
and then a common artifact in a knife. Which is good. We need that attack essence. I don't know if it's enough to get that upgrade that I wanted earlier. Can't remember how much it was. I want to say it was like 25, maybe? Research level increase. Nice. Okay, research projects take 1 day to complete, but grant powerful rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero outfits. Okay. Supernatural fabrication. War games. Rewards for this one is Foundry, increase ability options, and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. And supernatural fabrication is craft powerful single-use combat items. Single-use combat items? I don't know. Let's read this. Complete 3 missions with Blade, 2 out of 3. Training dummies, shove, yard schematics, spend moves to knock back enemies in combat. Okay. I'm going to go with war games because the forge schematic seems to be the most beneficial for the short term.
We'll get started right away.
Okay. That's good. Let me go
Hey,
see
Hunter,
about...
got a sec to spare?
All right, Robbie wants to speak with me. Just a moment, though. Hold on. What's this? The moon. Moon Knight hides his true identity behind his cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity and the unconscious. Random tarot card. Okay. Let me go see about this upgrade on Blade's card. I just keep running right past that door over there, dude. Upgrade abilities. I can't remember if it's enough. It is. We needed 30. We have 38s. Chaining 3 on strike is going to be big for taking out smaller enemies. Or if we could focus all 3 of them on a single enemy, that is a free 27 damage. 27 damage without having to spend any heroism as well, by the way. That's pretty good. I like that. I am an enjoyer of that knowledge. Let's speak with Robbie.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with Caretaker's Sumerian sofa.
I look forward to it.
It would be my honor to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Oh. All right. That's Ghost Rider. I was not aware. So I guess Ghost Rider is here. Hey, what's up?
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Hey, thanks, dude. Let me invite you to the Haven. Oh, I can't. It won't let me invite you to the Haven. Oh, there it is. The Dusty Void. Take a friend painting with you around the Abbey. Major friendship XP gains. Let's do it. We are painting.
What is the strangest spell you ever cast?
On purpose? Oh, at my cousin Ray's bachelorette party, I may have brought her favorite cartoon to life.
Go on.
She used to obsess about this old kids show with talking sea creatures, and I thought, what better time to use the Staff of One? She'll never forget this night.
What happened?
SpongeBob reference.
She'll never forget how her favorite cartoon characters showed up as exotic dancers. Nor will she ever forgive me.
Which one was the worst of them?
The octopus. He was Ray's favorite from the show, but he clearly did not want to be there.
Yep, that's
He was
Squidward.
so mean to her that Ray's best friend nearly started a fight.
Oh no.
It was fine. The rest of us kept Ray company until the spell wore off. Gotta stick up for the bride, you know? I really needed that.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, we got another swimsuit for her. 9 friendship gained, and then tank top dazzle 'em. Epic Abbey outfit. Well, I kind of want to see what the outfit's about now.
Still have so many more
Let's see. Customization. Oh my god. There's my swim trunks. This one, dazzle 'em. Oh my god. Look at us. Look at us. 150 for that. Let's do it. Boom. Boom. I'm not trying to customize the other characters, but we don't have a whole lot of things in that regard yet, so I'm not too concerned. Anyway, now that we did that, let's go spar.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
Oh yeah.
I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Daily sparring. Every day, the hunter can choose a new partner to spar with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards. Choose a hero to instruct in the art of demon hunting. Heroes may only spar with a hunter once every 4 days. 12 credit cost. We get training experience, combat bonus for the Ghost Rider, and friendship experience. Very nice. Let's do it.
Maybe you should be the spirit of death.
Sparring complete. 3 friendship. We got some start mission with +2 redraws and then a training XP. 3 out of 5 experience to the next level. Nice.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
So it's still introducing us to a lot of overall mechanics in the game, so that's a thing. I guess I'll have to remember to actually do that training thing every day too.